Hey everybody, HomeSliceHenry here, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at some very fun battles in the Sunshine Cup, going NOCTOWL and PIDGEOT hunting with RHYPERIOR RHYPERIOR. These battles were submitted to the channel by a member of the community, so many thanks for the battle submission. RHYPERIOR is a rock and ground type Pokemon with the moveset of Smackdown, Surf, and the legacy move of Rock Wrecker, and this trainer pairs it up with a Jumpluff and a Trevenant to help cover for its water weakness. So without further ado, let's hop into the matches and check out Rock Wrecker RHYPERIOR in action in the Sunshine Cup. Hopping to the first match, picking up a great lead, RHYPERIOR into PIDGEOT. Opponent stays in to check the fast move, they discover its Smackdown, they save switch into a Shadow Swampert, but Shadow Swampert is going to have a terrible time going up against Trevenant. Trevenant goes for the Seed Bomb, winning CMP and grabbing a shield from the opponent. So the opponent potentially looking to make a play for switch, but all Trevenant has to do is match shields, and if Trevenant matches shields, there's unfortunately for the opponent just nothing they can do to win switch here. Swampert goes for the Hydro that is going to grab a shield from the Trevenant. Trevenant looking to farm up and fire off another Seed Bomb. Is the opponent willing to give up the final shield? They are not. Down goes Swampert, in comes Pidgeot. Trevenant able to hang on and make it to the Seed Bomb. Seed Bomb not going to do a lot of damage, but you can just send back in RHYPERIOR. RHYPERIOR going for the Surf into the Pidgeot. Surf gets shielded. Are they weak in the back? RHYPERIOR can very safely no-shield whatever they throw. They go for the Feather Dance to get the debuff. In the back, they have NOCTOWL. Opponent is incredibly weak to RHYPERIOR, and they're about to get punished for it. I really like to switch into the Jumpluff here. Jumpluff, unfortunately, does not have a lot of play with 2 flying types remaining, so you can basically just use it as a damage sponge while resetting the attack debuff on the RHYPERIOR. Jumpluff is going to make it to the last second acrobatics. This will not KO, but it will get the NOCTOWL low, and now you can just send back in RHYPERIOR. RHYPERIOR looking for the farm down of the NOCTOWL, and then we'll leave with the Rock Wrecker to take care of the Pidgeot. Opponent sends in the Pidgeot. Pidgeot gets farmed down, and the opponent concedes the match. We see a very tricky lead in the next match, RHYPERIOR versus Shadow Abomasnow. Opponent save switches into the Shadow Swampert, and that will immediately be countered by Trevenant. But Abomasnow is a pretty big core breaker for this entire team, because this entire team takes super effective damage from Ice. Swampert has enough for the Sludge Wave here. Trevenant commits the shield. It is just the Hydro Cannon. This is going to be another Hydro Cannon as well. It's not enough for a Sludge Wave this time, so Trevenant will be able to no-shield. Trevenant not farming up any extra, just going straight for the Seed Bomb as soon as they get it. Trevenant will get the KO, but this means that Shadow Abomasnow gets energy, and Shadow Abomasnow with energy is absolutely deadly to this team. Trevenant only makes the Seed Bomb. Opponent lost count, and that is a massive break. But the problem is, the Shadow Abomasnow still has so much energy. Weather Ball will be shielded. We see a switch into the Jumpluff, but this double super effective Weather Ball is going to rock the Jumpluff. Opponent goes for an undercharge. They farm up energy on the Abomasnow, and now they're going to send in NOCTOWL. So they're very clearly just looking to get a massive amount of energy on NOCTOWL here. Acrobatics is going to land. Jumpluff farming up. The NOCTOWL overfarmed too much. It lost count on the Jumpluff. Jumpluff KOs the NOCTOWL, but all this does is just give Shadow Abomasnow more farm, and Shadow Abomasnow is at the Energy Ball. Energy Ball takes down RHYPERIOR, and that's game over. We see a terrible lead in the next match, RHYPERIOR into Whiscash. There's going to be an immediate save switch into Jumpluff. Jumpluff farming up energy. Whiscash banks a Mud Bomb and then sends in Talonflame. Talonflame farming up will be hit with an Acrobatics that is thrown on perfect timing. Acrobatics is able to grab a shield from the opponent, and we're going to see the immediate no shield here from the Jumpluff. Talonflame goes for the Flame Charge. Jumpluff able to hang on and make it to another Acrobatics. This will not KO, but it will get the Talonflame low, and that's quite nice. As we know, RHYPERIOR is an absolute wall to Talonflame's energy, so even though they're boosted, RHYPERIOR will be able to absorb the Flame Charge no problem and get the farm down. Looking to send in the Trevenant. Opponent has a Ferrothorn in the back. Oh no, after the Talonflame is baited out, they are ABA weak to Trevenant, and Trevenant is about to feast. This Whiscash does have a lot of energy. We're going to see a shield from the Trevenant as Whiscash fires off the Mud Bomb. Trev farming up, winning CMP over the Whiscash, and there's just not really anything the Ferrothorn can do at this point. As Ferrothorn, even if they have Flash Cannon, it's not going to cut it, and they concede the match. Picking up a great lead in the next match, RHYPERIOR into another Pidgeot. Opponent is going to save switch into a Oranguru, and we see the counter switch into Trevenant, but this is actually not a good matchup for Trevenant. Due to Oranguru's unique typing, it is able to single resist the Shadow Claws, and unfortunately, it can hit for super effective damage with Foul Play. Seed Bomb is going to be no-shielded by Oranguru. Oranguru is very tanky, and now we're going to see Seed Bomb number 2 deployed by the Trevenant. Oranguru commits the shield, and at this point, Oranguru is going to be able to take back switch, which is definitely not ideal. Foul Play is going to KO the Trevenant, and losing switch means that Pidgeot is now going to be aligned onto Jumpluff. In comes RHYPERIOR, looking for the farm down, gets the farm down, that's big. What does the opponent have in the back? They have a Vigoroth. RHYPERIOR going for the Rock Wrecker. This is a very powerful move, gets a shield. We see the screenshot attempted, but unfortunately opponent did respect the damage. And now in comes the Jumpluff, and in comes the Pidgeot. Acrobatics lands, that does a ton of damage to the Pidgeot, and this is a tough 50-50 call. Calling the Feather Dance. Opponent goes for the Feather Dance. That is a big call. Farming up, making it to the Acrobatics. This is debuffed. Is this going to be enough to KO? Acrobatics still KOs. In comes the Vigoroth, and the opponent concedes the match. Picking up a tricky lead in the next match, RHYPERIOR versus Hisuian Electrode. Hisuian Electrode, of course, does have Energy Ball that would absolutely one-shot. RHYPERIOR farming up, waits 2 turns, and makes an insane catch, catching the Energy Ball onto the Jumpluff, where it's double resisted. Opponent is now going to counter switch a Vigoroth, and Vigoroth, not a good response to Jumpluff whatsoever, as Jumpluff is able to absorb multiple body slams, and these counters just do absolutely nothing. Jumpluff is going to be firing off the Acrobatics, that connects, and now Jumpluff can just go straight for the Energy Ball. Vigoroth going for the Body Slam. We will see the no shield by Jumpluff. Jumpluff knows it will be able to tank it. Jumpluff farming up, going for the Energy Ball, but accidentally overfarmed too much, loses CMP to the Vigoroth, and has to give up a shield. That is a bit unfortunate. We are going to see the Energy Ball deployed. Vigoroth is going to let that go. Back in comes the Electrode. Electrode looking for the farm down, but they're not going to get it, as Jumpluff makes the Acrobatics, and that is going to force a shield. So the Electrode does leave with a lot of energy, but the good news is Trevenant is going to resist everything, but we see another catch, sending in RHYPERIOR. They go for the Energy Ball, and it's caught onto the Trevenant. In the back is Unova Stunfisk. So unfortunately, the RHYPERIOR kind of has nowhere to run. Stunfisk fires off the discharge. Trevenant is going to need to try and sweep in this endgame. Seed Bomb is fired off here by the Trevenant. Seed Bomb is going to get the Ufisk low. Going for Seed Bomb number 2, and this is a CMP tie right here. Seed Bomb is going to get the shield. Ufisk is going to be firing off a move. We see a no shield from the Trevenant, putting all hope into RHYPERIOR. RHYPERIOR is going to farm up, fire off the Surf. Surf is going to be taking down the Ufisk. Opponent sends back in the Hisuian Electrode. Hisuian Electrode, this is going to be close. Calls that it's the Wild Charge bait. It's the Energy Ball, and that's game over. Hopping into the next match, picking up a pretty interesting lead, RHYPERIOR into Shadow Gliscor. Shadow Gliscor, of course, has massive one-shot potential with the Earthquake, but that does take quite a while to get to. RHYPERIOR is going to fire off the Surf and grab an early shield, and we see a beautiful wait and catch, catching the Earthquake onto the Jumpluff, where it's triple resisted. Opponent is now going to send in Victini. Victini will be met with the Acrobatics. Acrobatics is going to hit for some heavy neutral damage. Victini, again, looking to overfarm quite a bit. We're going to see a no shield here from the Jumpluff. Jumpluff will be hit with the V-Create. V-Create not enough to KO. Jumpluff able to hang on, make the Energy Ball, and force a shield from Victini. Victini not going to appreciate the smackdowns from RHYPERIOR, and we will see a shield. Victini only going for another V-Create. They did not make a potential Focus Blast. Opponent in the back, they have Dunsparce farming up with RHYPERIOR. RHYPERIOR looking to try and make it to a Rock Wrecker. Will have to commit a shield on the Drill Run. Farming up 2 more smackdowns, going for the CMP tie, but the opponent ends up going for the overfarm. Rock Wrecker nearly KOs, and a beautiful catch, catching the Drill Run onto the Trevenant, where it is going to be resisted. Back in comes the Gliscor. Gliscor makes it to the Night Slash, but Trevenant wins the CMP tie. Seed Bomb takes down the Gliscor, and that's game over. We see a familiar lead in the next match, RHYPERIOR going up against PIDGEOT. This is a dominant lead. Opponent is going to save switch into Vigoroth, and Vigoroth is absolutely walled by Trevenant. The Ghost Grass typing is just devastatingly effective against Vigoroth. Whether it is the Trevenant or the spicier option, going for the Decidueye. Vigoroth goes for the Bulldoze. That does not do a lot of damage. Trevenant looking to overfarm, go for the Seed Bomb, and Seed Bomb should just about be getting rid of this Vigoroth. It is going to KO. Opponent can send back in the Pidgeot. Pidgeot looking for the farm down. Trev not going to make double Seed Bomb. A double resisted Shadow Ball does do slightly more than a Seed Bomb if you can only get to one, so that is the right play. Back in comes RHYPERIOR. It's going to be hit with a move from the Pidgeot. Pidgeot goes for the Brave Bird. In the back, it's Swampert. And Jumpluff forces the top left. We see the return of a tricky lead in the next match, RHYPERIOR versus Shadow Abomasnow. Abomasnow can hit the entire team for super effective damage. We see a save switch into Unova Stunfisk, and that will be answered with Jumpluff. Jumpluff can tank whatever they throw here. Opponent baits with a triple resistant Mud Bomb. That has to be a misclick from the opponent, and that is an absolutely brutal misclick. You can see there the battler isn't quite sure what happened either, but a very unfortunate misclick from the opponent, as Mud Bomb just does nothing. I mean, to be fair, Discharge doesn't do a whole lot either. And Jumpluff, I like the play here, choosing to take a bit of extra damage and in exchange, being able to leave with some energy. Jumpluff farming up to 100 energy, going to fire off the Energy Ball. Energy Ball, of course, will KO, and now looking to make it to the Acrobatics. Acrobatics is reached. The Abomasnow has to commit a shield here. That would one-shot. Unfortunately, Jumpluff will get farmed down, and now the Abomasnow has a lot of energy. Back in comes RHYPERIOR. The Smackdown's doing a lot of damage, but so will the Weather Ball. RHYPERIOR forced a shield. It's a Ferrothorn in the back, and Trevenant can do very well here. Trevenant farming up, going for the Shadow Ball on very nice timing. Shadow Ball is going to grab a shield from the Ferrothorn. Honestly, even if it's a Flash Cannon, it is survivable, and it's a Mirror Shot. Opponent hoping for the debuff with the Mirror Shot, but it does not happen. Trevenant will be hit with Mirror Shot number 2. The debuff finally does happen. Trevenant playing to the CMP time and winning CMP over the Ferrothorn. Shadow Ball is going to connect. That's not going to KO, but this does set up an interesting opportunity for the Trevenant to try and look for a farm down. We actually see an aggressive pivot into RHYPERIOR. RHYPERIOR is going to be forced to commit a shield here as the Mirror Shot is reached, but RHYPERIOR leaves with the Rock Wrecker loaded, and that's going to be massive damage. Down goes Abomasnow, and that's game over. Picking up a great lead in the final match, RHYPERIOR versus NOCTOWL. We see a save switch into Vigoroth, and Vigoroth in absolute shambles as it's forced to deal with Trevenant. Trevenant going for the Seed Bomb right off the bat here, winning CMP over the Vigoroth. Vigoroth, actually, it looks like it may not have been CMP. It looks like the opponent may have lagged there, but either way, the opponent is in a devastatingly terrible situation. Vigoroth is going to fire off charge move after charge move in this matchup, but the body slams just do not do a lot. Trevenant farming up, going for the Seed Bomb. Trevenant took a bit of extra damage there, which is nice, and now can leave with some energy to get a bit of chip damage onto the NOCTOWL. The unfortunate thing is that NOCTOWL still not going to take a lot of damage here, but any chip damage is helpful. Shadow Ball is going to connect. Trevenant had the Seed Bomb, unfortunately was not able to throw it. Opponent throws on alignment, and RHYPERIOR gets a Smackdown for free. Shadow Ball will be shielded in the back. It's a Blaziken, and Blaziken will be answered with Jumpluff. Now, this is going to be a bit of a tricky endgame here, because Blaziken, of course, does have Blaze Kick, and that does two-shot Jumpluff. Jumpluff farming up, baiting with the Energy Ball. This is a slightly cheaper move than Acrobatics, and does grab a shield. Jumpluff farming up. Blaziken is going to force the final shield here. Jumpluff needing to force the final shield as well. Farming up, going for another Energy Ball. Energy Ball is resisted, but Great League Blaziken is so glassy that Blaziken would have to commit the shield. Jumpluff farming up. We see a beautiful catch from the opponent as they catch the Acrobatics onto NOCTOWL, but we see a very nice undercharge, and now RHYPERIOR gets the commit to the farm down. NOCTOWL will make the Shadow Ball, but this will not KO. RHYPERIOR gets the farm down, leaves with the Rock Wrecker, and Rock Wrecker may only hit for neutral, but it will be more than enough, taking out the Blaziken and securing the win. All in all, it's really nice to see RHYPERIOR have some play. even if it is just in a limited time meta. RHYPERIOR did have some decent play way back in the day in Master League, but unfortunately has definitely fallen out of favor. So it is nice, even if it is in a Great League format, to see RHYPERIOR get the chance to shine and knock some NOCTOWL and PIDGEOT out of the sky. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And a special thank you as always to our members here on YouTube. The support guys provide is absolutely incredible. Till next time, I've been HomeSliceHenry.